Hello guys, we meet again in the Auditing Online, and now this video is first part in the chapter. Okay, the first part is about how to describe auditing. What is auditing? Okay, now we will take a look at the definition. Yeah, this is the nature of auditing. Yeah, this is the first keyword. Auditing is the accumulation and evaluation of evidence. Yeah, here Here is the keywords. If you want to audit something, you have to collect the evidence. If there is no evidence, it's not called auditing. Yeah? It's only called observation. Auditing is the accumulation and evaluation of evidence. For what? Yeah, about the information. We have to make sure the information. Now, we have to make sure the information to determine and report. To determine and report about what? About the degree of correspondence between, yeah, the degree of correspondence between information and established criteria. So we have to make sure the information that's stated by the company already established with the criteria. In here, accounting, yeah, the financial report, the criteria is based on the PSAK, yeah, SAK, yeah. PSAK IFRS is Indonesia, yeah. PSAK ETAP, PSAK Syariah, yeah. Okay, and auditing should be done by a competent and independent person. Like here, yeah, have to be competent and independent. If only independent, it's not enough. If only you competent, it's not enough. You have to be independent. If you not independent, yeah, just forget it. You will not be trusted. You have to competent with the accounting knowledge and auditing skills, and you have to be independent. If you don't, if you audit something or company that related with your family, you have to move out from the team because you will not independent anymore. Okay, that's why the audit have to be conducted by the competent and independent person. Yeah, this is the very first requirement. Okay, once again, auditing is the accumulation and evaluation of evidence about information, yeah, to determine and report on the degree of correspondence between information and established criteria. Yeah, information and established criteria. That is the definition of auditing. Okay, to do the audit, there must be information in a verifiable form and some standards which auditor can evaluate the information. Yeah, yeah. This is and establish criteria. We have to make sure the information is around the established criteria, which is, yeah. Once again, we have to judge based on the PSAK IFRS, yeah, in Indonesia. Yeah, this is from the US. Yeah, and yes, about the keyword of the auditing, accumulating and evaluating the evidence. Okay, this is the definition of the evidence. Evidence is any information used by the auditor. Yeah, this is the evidence to determine whether the information being audited, yeah, is stated in accordance with the established criteria. We have to make sure the information is already in accordance with the established criteria. And for to collect the evidence, we have for move, yeah, in here for option. Yeah, we can trace in the transaction data in here, transaction data in the company. Yeah, their database, their Microsoft Excel. Yeah, and we can have a communication with the outsider. Outsider, it's like the customer, the supplier, yeah, the investor. We have to make sure the information is the same with the information provided by the company. Yeah. It is like a verification with the outsider, whether the information from the company is the same as the said from the outsider. Yeah. And we can have the observation. Yeah. Observation is like you go to the factory and you see the process of the industry. Yeah. Or from the raw material into working in process and become the finished good. Yeah. You like observation, the process from the raw material until finished good. That's the observation. The other example is like you have to make sure, oh, there is an additional purchase of the fixed asset. You have to go to the maybe, oh, there is a new car, BMW. Maybe you go to the garage and you see, oh, this is the new BMW for the director. Yeah. And of course, you can get the information from the client testimony. Client is your client, yeah? The one who hire you. It's called client. Client testimony is like you have to get the inquiry or have to ask the question, yeah? The question with the client, with the department of accounting, with the department of sales, with the department of production, yeah, maybe some janitor, maybe you want to know their testimony about the fact, the information is that provided in the financial statement. You have to know, yeah, whether the information in the financial statement is the same with the client testimony. That's why you will get the information. You will get the evidence in there, the audit evidence. You can collect this for type of methods, yeah, these four methods. Okay, we will talk about this later in the next chapter. I forgot what chapter. And the audit have to be conducted by the competent and independent person. Yeah, have to be these two, cannot one of them, have to be both of them. And because they have to evaluate the evidence to get the proper conclusion, to get the better judgment. We call it professional judgment with the skepticism. Yeah, we will talk about it later in the next chapter. And reporting. Yeah, of course, this is the final stage in the auditing process, which is we have to prepare the audit report. This is the final task, the final work as an auditor. We have to create the audit report to the company, yeah, which communicates the auditor findings to the users. Yeah, in here, audit report, we will communicate with the client about our findings. Oh, I know you have some mistake in here. Oh, this is your mistake. You have to adjust. Yeah, something like that. You have to go to the meeting with the board, yeah, board of the committee. And yes, this is another example of the audit of a tax return. In here you can see, yeah, audit of tax return. This example is in the US because we don't have federal tax in here in Indonesia. And internal revenue agent is equivalent with the BPK, Badan Pemeriksa Keuangan. Yeah. And of course, this is only the example. Let's say this is the auditor. They have to accumulate and evaluate the evidence, and they have to provide the information, yeah, and determine the correspondence with the established criteria, yeah, PSAK, FRS, and we have to report the result. Yeah, this is the flow of the definition of the auditing. Yeah. So once again, yeah, once again, auditing is the accumulation and evaluation of evidence. Okay, have to be there the evidence work, evaluation evidence, accumulating and evaluation evidence. Yeah, accumulating. So there is not only one evidence, but many evidence, yeah, to be accumulated and to be evaluated, so we can have the proper information, yeah, to in accordance to the to make sure the information and the established criteria is the same. Yeah, it's according in the established criteria PSAK IFRS. That's auditing. Accumulation and evaluation of evidence about the information to determine and report on the degree of correspondence between the information and established criteria. Yeah, have to be in accordance. Okay, and should be done by the competent and independent person. Yeah, this is the first part of the chapter 1. So please see our next video in the second part, yeah, to distinguish between auditing and accounting. Okay, see you.